This is Sawani Shetye and today we are in a village called Loliem. It's a very small village in Canacona, which is on Goa and Karnataka borders. As you can see around, it's a simple village, like a typical Goan sleepy village. Here we are at Arya Durga temple to explore a very unique murti of Betaal. Loliem village in Canacona, and here you can see this huge murti or vigraha of Betaal. He is locally known as Betaal, also known as Nagada Betaal, because he is shown nude. From the traditional books that we know, this is also a form of Bhairava. So Betaal or Bhairav is one of the Shiva Ganas, or they are from pantheon of Shiva. So their iconography is ferocious like Shiva. They are created by Shivas to protect his devotees from different spirits. They are the guardians of this village from different types of spirits, any negative forces. So they protect the villages, they protect mostly the boundaries. So the iconography of this Betaal is supposed to create havoc on his enemies, that is different types of negative spirits in this world. So you can see his hair is let loose. They are form of jata like Shiva has. He's wearing a crown of snakes. The eyes are huge, like giant size of eyes. He has fangs, that means the teeth that is coming out. His ribs are seen. Okay, this is a very typical Shiva Gana iconography. A right hand is broken, but it would have had a sword in his hand, which is broken now. You can see the master carving that they have done. Even fingers and their nails are seen. On the other side, the left hand, he is holding a bowl, which may look like a simple bowl, but the traditional text suggests us that this is a bowl made out of a skeleton, so which is also called as kapal. This tradition we can still see with in the Aghori practices that happens in North India, where they still follow the tradition of drinking from the bowls made of skeletons. On the same hand, you can see the upper part is a bowl which is made out of a skeleton. On the down, he is holding a head of Aja or a goat, which can be clearly seen. He is nude. This is very typical Bhairava iconography, where Bhairava is always shown epiphalic, and down there he is wearing a band of bells. It is interesting to show that these Shiva Ganas they do not have life like normal other deities, where they would have a sattvic or rituals or royal kind of a life. These Shiva Ganas enjoy a different from the today's world. So what you can also see in the Aghori practices also, the bowl which is of a skull. Okay. Down there is a head which is half. He's killed that goat. You can see the ribs are shown. So the Shiva Ganas, the identity of different Shaiva sects that we still have who practice extreme Shaivism. The Shaiva sects who practiced extreme Shaivism like Aghori, Kapalika, they worship Bhairavas and Betaal. So these were the gods which were worshipped while before going for a war, or to protect you from any negative energies or any black energies. So the god Betaal also had to be like that, who could protect you from these negative forces. So the iconography, the body structure of them is also similar type. You can see that he is having, like huge protruding eyes. That itself gives you a different kind of feeling. Like when we came here, the walk is through a jungle, so and all of a sudden you come there and you see a giant image of Betal. So that is the feeling this image is supposed to give you. Then the ribs are seen. So they would not have food like other gods where we give sweets and things like that. These kind of protector deities were given food or offered food like meat or even the country liquor. So that kind of a body structure is seen. You can see the ribs. You can see even for the legs part, the flesh part, it's not very fleshy. Okay. In today's tradition of folk culture of Goa, we do not see a very ugra worship of Bhairava or Betal. But in fact, one of the last times when I had come here, there was, you can see it even now, they've given flowers. These are jasmine flowers. Last time when I was here, they were even given jasmine flowers, which was a complete paradox. Jasmine is supposed to be something delicate and nice, which was offered to Betal, who is supposed to be very ugra or ferocious form. Here people offer flowers, they do puja, and today being Sunday, people have offered for their prayers. You can see somebody has given him a new chappal. This is a very typical Konkan style of worship where these protector deities who are guardians of the villages are given either leather or a normal footwear. A coconut has been kept, and here there is betel leaf and a betel nut, and a coconut is offered. What you can see here is a kind of a blanket given for these protector deities, which are the Kshetrapals or Betal, who protect the boundaries of the village. So these are the typical attributes given to them. One is a blanket, second is a stick. The stick with maybe ghungroos or bells down, so they could walk by making sounds as they would walk, take a tour of the village at every night. Third is the footwear that we saw that was offered. So these blankets are also called as ghongdis in Maharashtra and kambar in Goa. These are now made in different factories and all, but initially it was made only out of wool. Idea behind this is most of the shepherd community uses these blankets made out of wool, and this wool would keep they would use it as a blanket when they would take a nap in the farms, and this wool would keep different insects away. So that was the very practical purpose of this blankets. So this was a very unique tradition of Betal worship that we saw in Goa. This kind of worship you will see in different parts of Konkan, Goa, and even parts of Uttar Kannada. Goa is full of such interesting traditions and stories. If you would like to explore more of these unique things about Goa, do comment below and do explore Goa with me at !Goa.